Not exactly sure where to position the camera to capture the action this time. Well, this is not the first time I've done one of these "what are you doing" videos on this map either, but you know, that says something. By the way, if you hear like a machine gun behind me, don't be alarmed, that's just my washing machine. 2022, yeah, so this is going to be potentially a big year for the channel, because this is the year that Homeworld 3 should come out, right? We can talk about that right off the bat, I guess. I know some people have been a bit pessimistic. They say they don't think that Homeworld 3 is going to reach its release schedule because there haven't been any notable FIG updates, but honestly, I don't think that's true. BBI just moved to a 4-day work week, which, like, that's not something that you do if you're not confident that your, like, you know, company-defining game release is going to be off schedule, right? I don't think that's what you would do, so... Seems like a bit of a power move to me, to be honest. I'm pretty confident that Homeworld 3 is going to release at the end of this year in that case, and I'm also pretty confident it's going to be good. But, you know, we're all very hopeful for that, of course. So what am I doing for 2022? Well, it really has to be based around that, because obviously Homeworld 3 releasing is kind of a big deal, you know? So, I mentioned in the last video, which was also late, by the way. I guess it's like, it's about to be April. It's March 30th, so... I'm only like a quarter of the year is done. That's not so bad. Hey, I got the probe. I mean, somebody got the probe. If you know what game this is, say in the comments below. I'm so bad at adhering to my own format. Anyway, in the last video, for what I was doing in 2021, I mentioned a lot of fun projects that I had planned on the side. Obviously, I was working on my game at the time. I wanted to make more content around that. I wanted to make content around songs that I play on the piano and publishing those online. And that hasn't really happened, so I must apologize for that. But the sad reality, I think, is that with Homeworld 3 release coming up, I've got to focus on Homeworld right now. And those things kind of need to go onto the back burner. With one exception, I am going to be making a video review of Boomer Slayers pretty soon. You should see that releasing... I think it should be on Monday, right, which is the 4th of April, because that's the day that the game is going to go on a Steam sale, so that's good timing for Hottest Man Ever. And I'll be streaming that as well. I'm still playing Receiver 2, of course, and recently the devs played the Torture Chamber on stream, which was really fun to watch, but, you know, other than those kind of projects, I'm mostly going to have to focus on Homeworld content basically for the rest of the year. So I would expect to see mostly that. Just Carrier and I are working on Joke Patch, and we're like almost done with it. If I would just stop being lazy and like finally finish it, we could have been done this month already. I have to apologize to him for that, of course, but the big thing I think is that, you know, I want to be streaming the game more and really prepping for Homeworld 3's release by having a lot of content released. So this is as good a time as ever, I think, to announce that we're going to be doing a 24-hour live stream once again. The last one, I'm trying to remember now, this was in 1999, gosh. That's when Homeworld 1 released, right, in November of 1999. So for the 20th anniversary of that, in November of 2019, we did the 24-hour stream, and that was a great success. That was awesome. Some of the most fun memories I have from streaming, and honestly, it got a lot of viewers, too. And so with Homeworld 3's release coming around, I can only figure it's going to be bigger this time. So our tentative plan, and I say we, I'm referring to myself and Kao Shmao are planning this, along with perhaps Roby and some others. And, you know, Frosty Teeth did a lot of work for us last time. Hopefully he'll be interested in doing a bit more this time as well. The more people I can have doing slave labor for me, the better, you know. That's the thing. But anyway... We're going to be planning on having this as close to the launch date as we can, but we don't actually know what that is yet, right? So, you know, look out for that in quarter 3 of this year, or quarter 4, I think it's supposed to be when Homeworld 3 releases, but we don't know exactly when. But yeah, I'd suggest probably like November or something like that. But yeah, you know, follow the Discord channels or the YouTube channel. We're going to be obviously posting announcements when we know more about that. Yeah, what else is there to talk about? Oh yes, of course, Jirachi Cup 14. So we have another tournament running right now. Listen, there's a lot of people on the YouTube channel I know who are afraid to join the Jirachi Cup because they're just going to get smashed, they think, and, you know, whether or not that's true, I'll talk about that in a second. but they're worried that they'd rather get some practice before they play the game and potentially embarrass themselves. But I think the reality is, like, most people's practice is the tournament, which is kind of funny. I mean, we just don't play the game enough otherwise. But not only that, these tournaments really are more fun when we have more players, and it doesn't matter if the players are not particularly good. I think it's just always much more exciting if we have a lot of people join. So really, if you're interested at all, I'd recommend just do it. After all, it's not exactly anything riding against you, you know? If you, oh, Houston's asking if he wants to 1v1. Speaking of practice. Oh, maybe in a second. Yeah, you're not exactly going to lose anything if you lose the tournament. Plus, I cast all of the games, right? And so, if you're new to the game, it's practically like getting coaching for free. So, you know, seriously, join Draki Cup 14. I'll put a link into the description below. That's going to start also on Monday, which I believe is April 4th. I should really be looking at a calendar during all this. Let me, let me check that out. Yes, that's the 4th. So join. There's still a bit of time. Tell your friends. Tell your cat. I don't know. Tell your neighbors, even if they're not your friends. I mean, look, you could be having such intense memories as this, which we are watching, you know, but they could be yours. Think about that. This was really quite a crazy game. Yeah, I mentioned that, you know, we're all a little bit nervous for Homeworld 3's release because we want it to be this really big thing. I just want to say a few words on that. I know a lot of people are... Like, I even made that video, if you recall, about not getting on board the hype train, right? Like, you don't want to believe that something is going to be much better than you have proof for it yet. Die, stupid AV. Garbage. But at the same time, I don't really believe in being a downer in life and trying to be pessimistic about things before they release. Which is not always syncretic with how I behave. Sometimes I do kind of act that way, but I try not to. And personally, I really have high hopes for Homeworld 3. I think the game could be amazing. And if it is, you know, this could finally be the time that Homeworld moves into the mainstream. Because Homeworld has always been amazing, right? I mean, everyone who's played the game has, like, such fond memories of it. You know, we all know that it's, like, this really great series, but it's never really managed to stay in the spotlight for very long. And with Homeworld 3, that might change things, you know? Now, I've got no delusions of becoming famous or, like, becoming a professional streamer or something, you know? I'm still studying engineering at my university. That's still kind of my priority, but, well, it'd be fun to ride the wave a little bit, that's all I'll say. But yeah, you know, don't be too pessimistic. I think it really could be a great game. And I see more reason to believe that it will than to believe that it won't. Yeah, I guess we'll see. We didn't manage to take down the mods this year, that was too bad. That might not happen until Homeworld 3 releases as well. You can see, like, a lot of things for some time now, we've just been waiting for Homeworld 3 to come out to kind of like solve issues in the community, but yeah, I guess that's why I'm excited for 2022. It seems like this could be the year that things finally happen. So, hopefully that explains what we've got cooking. Again, big points, 24-hour live stream. That's going to be exciting. Watch for updates. Maybe I'll make like a review series out of, you know, starting with that Boomer Slayers review, but honestly I think I need to focus on other projects at the time being, so probably that won't be a thing. But yeah, 24-hour live stream. Join Draki Cup 14. I'll put the description in the link in the description box below. And buy Boomer Slayers when it goes on sale on the 4th, because that's a good game too. Looks like we're not going to get to see the really crazy part of this, but that's fine. Thanks for watching, guys. Seriously, thank you for watching. I mean, everything in general. You know, I wouldn't be... Like, I don't know. I always said from the beginning that I was doing this for Homeworld, not really for me. And yet still, I probably would not be making videos still if I was getting like 2 views on each one. I think I've actually been quite lucky to have so many people watching. So thanks if that's one of you. Even you guys lurking in the background. Your views are still in the analytics page, so I don't care. And I'll see you guys in the next one.